Hello everyone, welcome to the last episode of the Shimmering Skies survival series. We are focused on one thing and one thing only, defeating the Moon Lord and getting to the end of this game. Last time we left off, we were working on getting this chest opened. We opened it and we found all of the items that would be in the hard mode dungeon had you found the correct key. It also had a terraformer as well as some hellstone, some blue brick, and a hellforge. So a lot of great stuff that will help us formulate the last few things, but also just give us the last weapons that we're going to need to do the pillars and get to the end of the game. I started this episode off by getting a special crafting station called the Blendomatic, which allows us to make asphalt out of stone and gel. I obviously had a lot of gel and have a lot of stone, so I used that to make some asphalt bricks. For those that don't know, asphalt makes you faster, and for Moonlord and for Lunatic Cultists and other enemies, I really want to make sure that I have enough movement speed so I can counter them. I went ahead and used the Scourge of the Corruptor to go ahead and farm some Lizard. There was one Lizard brick wall at the beginning of the island, so I just stood on top of an anvil and let them spawn until I was able to get a power cell. So next came the Golem. Golem is super easy, honestly. Anyone that's played Terraria knows that Golem is honestly the easiest enemy out there. So I went ahead, I just took him down to hell, because in Legendary mode and Master mode, he does make his background a little bit darker. Well, there's one biome that is always lit, and it happens to be hell. So I brought him down there, went to fight him, and easily overtook him. Next came the Lunatic Cultist. I was very excited because I was getting very close to the game. But before I beat Moonlord, I'm going to need to get full health. So I went to the jungle, broke as many life fruit blocks as I could, and also went and broke down all the trees and grass blocks so that future life fruit can grow as well. So something interesting happened. I think I hit a cultist at some point, and I went to just go rest in my bed and wait for life fruit to grow, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the Lunatic Cultist decided to spawn in. I didn't even get a message about this coming in. I just had to wait and watch for the Lunatic Cultist to come in, and I decided, hey, whatever, let's just go and try to attack him. I was literally watching YouTube videos at the point, and when I came and looked at it, I saw a bunch of explosions happening on screen. I was like, oh, guess this is happening. He wasn't too hard, to be fair. I mean, compared to all the other bosses, like, Golem is obviously the easiest boss if we want to compare bosses here, but Lunatic Cultist is definitely in the top 5 easiest bosses to beat. However, what wasn't easy to beat here was the Stardust Pillar and the Vortex Pillar spawning basically right next to each other. I had to rush as hard as I can and try to kill as fast as I can because I was getting absolutely massacred. Eventually, though, I managed to get the easiest pillar done, the Stardust Pillar. Next came the Vortex Pillar. I just used the Scourge of the Corruptor and just kept throwing the spears out until I finally hit the pillar, and then from there, I just waited until it was done. With the Stardust Pillar and the Vortex Pillar done, I decided to go ahead and make 2 pillar weapons, Phantasm and then the Star Cell Staff. And then there were 2. These 2 pillars kind of worried me a little bit, because they both appeared to be a little bit under the map. Upon further investigation, though, it appears that both of them are just slightly above the map, enough that we can attack them and get the pillars done, but not enough to get the cells, unfortunately. And then it came down for the first ever Moonlord fight. This fight did not go great. I did not survive this one, unfortunately, and the biggest thing that came to my demise happened to be my vertical movement speed. I wasn't able to get around that phantasmic death ray, and it kept dealing a lot of damage to me. So I took my time and I made some upgrades to my arena. First off, I put the nurse down so that I had a way to heal during the middle of the fight. Second off, I went and fought the Empress of Light until I got her wings. That way I had a faster form of vertical movement speed and hopefully enough to be able to get around that death ray. I then killed the Lunatic Cultist again, hoping to get a roll where I get the Solar Pillar, so that way I could get my favorite weapons of the game, the Daybreak and the Solar Eruption. And at this point, I am ready. I have every weapon that I need, I have every potion ready that I have, and I am ready to fight the Moonlord. It's over! Finally, after spending 66 hours on this character, building this world, I have managed to beat Moonlord, and I have managed to prove that it is possible to beat this game. Guys, we started from humble beginnings. We started from a simple island with nothing but the Shimmer. And now we have defeated the Moonlord, and we can officially call this challenge completed. I want to take a moment to thank a couple of people before I end off this series. First off, I want to thank the map creator. If you guys haven't checked out the map yet, I'd really recommend going to the Steam page. You'll find it in the description down below, and go ahead and download it and play it yourself. It's a really fun map. I really highly recommend it. Second off, I want to thank all of you guys that came here to support me and comment and help me out. You guys really kept me going, and it really is what brought me back to finish off this series. So, thank you so much, and stay tuned, because I have many more fun ideas about to come out. Bye now.